Have you ever been about to send a super important document overseas? Like a birth certificate for a destination wedding, or maybe a diploma for that dream job abroad. And you just get that nagging feeling in the back of your mind like, am I missing something? Well, spoiler alert, you probably are. Today, we're talking about the one little thing that can literally make or break your international plans, the apostille. So let's dive right in. Why is this such a big deal? Honestly, because getting your documents right isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's the absolute green light for your entire plan. Getting it wrong? Yeah, that can bring everything to a sudden, screeching halt. So if you have any kind of international ambition, you're moving, you're studying, you're closing a business deal, if you're sending any kind of official paperwork across a border, then you need to lean in because this explainer is for you. And the very first piece of advice is just this. Stop. Seriously. Before you even think about putting that document in an envelope, you gotta listen up. Because one tiny, seemingly insignificant oversight can cause the country on the other end to just reject it. Flat out. No explanation. Just a, nope, not valid. And it's not just an inconvenience, right? A rejected document can set off this awful domino effect. We're talking about really costly delays, a missed job opportunity, a forfeited spot at a university, maybe even a legal case that gets stuck in limbo. The stakes here are incredibly high. So what is this all-important thing that can cause so much trouble? Let's pull back the curtain and demystify this word. The key to solving this whole headache is understanding one concept: the apostille. To put it simply, an apostille is just an official certificate. It gets attached to your document, and it basically acts as a universal seal of approval. It tells every other country that's part of the agreement, hey, this document is legit, the signatures are real, you can trust it. It's your document's international passport. Okay, so you get it, you need one. But how do you get it? Well, it's not exactly a one-stop shop. Your document has to go on a pretty specific journey to earn that official stamp of approval. The whole process really unfolds in a few key stages. First, it always starts with notarization. From there, it has to go to the Secretary of State for certification. And, depending on the country, there might even be a third step, getting a final sign-off from that country's embassy or consulate. And this is where things can get tricky. It's not always a simple 1, 2, 3 path. For example, what if your document has to be sent to a totally different state for certification before it can even be processed in your own? These are exactly the kinds of detours that can completely derail you if you don't know they exist. Now, after hearing all that, you're probably thinking, oh man, there has to be a better way. And you're absolutely right. Which brings us to the professional advantage. I mean, just look at the two paths you can take. You can go the DIY route. You're on your own, trying to figure out all the red tape, running a super high risk of making one of those costly mistakes we talked about, and just dealing with all that stress. Or there's the professional path. You get expert guidance, it's done right the first time, the whole thing is quick and honestly pretty easy. And this quote from a professional who does this every day just says it all. The real value isn't just in getting the paperwork done, it's the peace of mind. You don't have to sweat the details or worry about the detours or the specific rules for each country because you have an expert whose entire job is to handle that for you. So to wrap this all up, let's just go over a final checklist. Think of this as your cheat sheet for making sure you get this done right. Okay, 4 key things to remember. First, verify. Does your document even need an apostille for that country? Don't assume. Second, notarize. Make sure that first step is done correctly. Third, remember the process. It's got to go through the Secretary of State. And finally, just consider it. Using a professional can save you a world of trouble and make the whole thing seamless. So the next time you're getting a document ready to send overseas, just ask yourself this one question. Because an apostille isn't just a stamp or a piece of paper. It's what gets your document ready for the world stage. And now you know exactly how to get it there.